If you guys been hanging out with me for a while, you know I'm a big believer in silver. I still am long term. Silver has been a huge part of rebuilding my life and my future. It gave me something tangible to hold on to while rebuilding from the inside out. Man, but right now, the market is changing, and I think it's important for budget stackers like us to change with it, at least for the moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome, Sober Stacker. I woke up sober this morning because I went to bed sober last night, guys. Today is 1,429 days of continuous sobriety, rebuilding life, 1 ounce, one coin at a time. Hope everybody had a good, peaceful, safe Halloween. All right, you probably noticed, and if you haven't, I don't know where you've been, that silver recently shot up and then pulled back a bit. We went from silver pushing $53, $54 an ounce, and now it's pulled back into the high 40s, right around $47. And I looked at Kitco, and now I, of course, can't remember what it is, 47 and some change. And during all that movement, something pretty frustrating has been happening at my local coin shops now. I'm not saying this is happening everywhere else, but the price they're willing to pay for constitutional silver, it just hasn't been keeping up. Now, I understand what's going on with the melters. I've watched everybody's videos and I understand that. But the price that they're willing to pay is just ridiculous. Now, I did a video, I think it was a couple of weeks ago, where they were only paying $16.90 face value for constitutional silver. And that changed quickly. That only lasted a day or two. But right now, I called yesterday and the price of silver was 47, and again, high up there, maybe 47.91 or something like that. But they are only paying $27.80 face value for constitutional silver. I don't know. They're selling it for 3% under. So I didn't do the math. I don't know exactly what 3% is, but that sounds like a pretty good deal. I mean, if you can go in and get silver under spot, that's awesome, But the problem I have is, why would I buy something that loses so much value the minute I walk out the door with it? And I understand silver is a long-term hold. It is a hedge against inflation. It's not something that you're going to get rich from. I got that. But fractional gold right now, the spread is so much tighter. And I understand that you're paying a higher premium on fractional gold. But this little 1/20th ounce Panda that I got, gold only has to go up to $4,400 for me to break even on that. And I think we can all agree that in 2026, gold may very well hit 5,000. I'm hoping, I really am, because I have some 1 gram pieces and things like that. I have, I have two 1/100ths, two 1/20ths. I have the 2.5 peso and two maple leaf 1 grammers. So I don't have a whole lot of gold. This little gold dust right here, that is a 0.5 gram mistake. I actually thought I was getting a 0.5 gram nugget. I got a 0.5 gram of dust. But anyway, back to what I was saying. I just can't see the point of buying something again that as soon as I walk out of the coin shop, it has lost 15, 20% of its value. Now that may change, and I'm sure it will change. I have not been stacking long enough to have experienced all these big ups and downs and dips. And, I've seen it since July of 2024. I didn't know hardly anything about silver before then, or gold, or platinum, or anything else. I've said this in my other videos before. I thought sterling silver was fake. I thought it was plated silver. I thought it was no good. That's how little I knew about precious metals. But every day, every video I watch, uh, I'm learning more and more and more. Now, I am still on my cash kick right now, and I understand cash loses value daily, but it is a short term power move, I guess, if you want to call it that. I had that fun little video I did where I was talking about El Dorado Desperado coming from Mexico, the little leather pouch mouse, getting in on the fun of the Stackers community, which is the greatest community on YouTube. The precious metals stacking community is absolutely amazing. But, to kind of go back to the fun for a minute, when El Dorado Desperado gets here, I hope he likes being filled with cash, because that's what I'm going to do first. I'm going to build up a cash reserve. And I said $2,000 in one of my videos, but with the money I make and the bills, that's going to take a long time, And I love gold and silver too much to go 6 or 8 months without buying anything. And I'm not saying it'd take me that long, but cash is to me very dangerous, because if it's in here and it's easily accessible, it will get spent. Um, but it would be a very good test of my patience now in recovery, and seeing if I can actually save up $1,000 cash or $1,500 cash. Sometimes I jump the gun a lot. I make these bold statements and I don't think about it, how long it's going to take. I'm not going to go 5 or 6 months without buying some kind of precious metal. And the precious metal that I really, really like right now, I'm like a little kid where a new fad comes in, is fractional gold. Because the spread is so much tighter. And when I buy a 1/20th ounce gold coin or a 2.5 peso, I don't have to wait that long before I break even, if that makes sense. Now, the 2.5 peso that I bought, it's the only one I have. Gold will have to hit 4,200 and some change for me to break even on that. The 1/20th Panda there, that one's a little higher, or was it I can't remember. I'm actually to the point now where I've started writing things down in a book. So when I buy it, I'll put what I paid for it, and then I will ask ChatGPT what the price of gold or silver has to hit for me to break even on that, and then I'll write it on the right side of the tablet. And I wish I had been doing that from the get go. And my little puppy is over. What are you whining about? I am making a video trying to sound all professional here. You're whining. You want to go to bed, don't you? Guys, that's about all I have. I am absolutely not trashing constitutional silver at all. But I don't know, leave it in the comments if something like this is, if you've been stacking for a while or a long time or whatever. Has this ever happened before where constitutional silver is just trash? It's under melt to buy, yes, but good Lord, 15 to 20% loss as soon as you walk out the door. I just can't see that. But anyway, you guys have a beautiful, wonderful, blessed Saturday. I'll see you in the next video.